What's up, Patreon patrons? Thank you so much. Also, thanks to my other donors, including Pump Master, and Mr. X, and Justin Schumacher. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who donated recently. I don't have a lot of time today, so I thought I would just play for like 30-40 minutes, maybe do some grinding before I fight War Mech, either later tonight or most likely tomorrow. So, hello subscribers and future subscribers, I'm KarmaJolt. I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. This game is Final Fantasy for the NES, and I need to gain some levels before I can beat the game. And especially before I fight War Mech. I don't know if I need to, but like, this is how I want to use my time today, so it's happening. Let's go fight some monsters. Before I do, though, let me just check that I didn't mess anything up. Okay, looks like we're good. What's up, Darlos90? Throw your ham into the grinder, as they say. I will. 4 Frost Ds? Don't mind if I do. Last we left off, though, I was also doing a bunch of grinding, but I found the Masamune. So Ham has, like, a really good weapon. Look at this. Well, trust me, it's more impressive usually. He only did 2 hits there? That's not as much as he could have done. In fact, Lime with the katana did a little bit more, did he not? No, the Masamune outputs like a ton of damage. So even though Ham only hit twice, it did like 200 damage. Look, I'll show it off in a better way pretty soon, I promise, okay? But in the meantime, let's walk this way to go down the stairs. How is everybody doing? I'm feeling okay. But I'm streaming like a little earlier than normal because I have stuff to do at 5:30, okay? And I'm getting hit with a lot of blizzards, which I don't love. But I do like... No, I don't do that either. Okay, there we go. 355 damage is pretty darn good. From a red wizard. A wed wizard, even. Let's see what he can do. So yeah, as I was saying, last we left off, I found the Masamune, which is the best weapon in the game, like, by far. And then after that, me and Molly M did a variety stream of sorts. Did that say 2 hits, 444 damage? That's incredible. We did a variety stream yesterday where we did some Mario Kart, a pizza unboxing, then some Quiplash, then some Drawful, and that was a fun time, so thank you to everybody who showed up. I just feel like fighting some wolves today. So again, yeah, I guess what I mean by that is that I'm like probably not gonna do anything important in this stream. Hey dude, says NPC Gryan. Love your amazing retro videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot of you who have been watching my shorts have decided to come catch me on, like, you know, a stream or one of my actual videos. Like a long form sort of content. So thank you for showing up. Dang, that one wolf took 273, is that what I saw? Fire 2! 62 damage. So, okay, so it really seems like the frost giants don't take that much damage from fire. Maybe they're not weak to fire. They might even be resistant. Because I feel like every time I hit him with fire 2, it does like 60 to 70 damage. Lime leveled up, though. Ooh, look at that. A cool 400 HP. Strength, Agi, Vit, Luck. Amazing. That was an excellent level up. I even think that was a strong level up, too, because he seemed to get, like, 20-ish max HP. What did he have before that? Like 370 something? I don't remember. I don't remember. Dang, no more cures. But yeah, welcome everybody. Small crowd tonight. Again, it's because I'm streaming like way earlier than normal. It's like almost 3:30 at this point. Let's nuke these fools. Yeah, look at this. I have 2 charges of nuke. Amazing. Oh, you know what? I think Ham can learn Ice 3. That is, I think Ham can use Ice 3 because he now has a level 7 spell charge. So let's go buy a spell. I was always sad to see all of the streams in your channel that I missed. When I saw this, I immediately had to click because I knew it would be quality content. Ah, thank you so much. You flatter me. And like, I don't know if that's true, but I appreciate the compliment. This one might not be so quality. Who knows? Damn, those guys give a lot of experience. Which is fine by me. Tank got Agi. That's really all he needs. Ham got Agi, Int. The reason I keep saying that Tank only needs agility on level up is because, one, he is guaranteed to get a vitality, so I do not have to worry about that. 2, when he is unarmed, his damage does not depend on his strength stat, so strength is irrelevant. Furthermore, intelligence does nothing. It's a broken stat. And luck is also broken. Not that it does nothing, but once you have a certain amount of luck, adding more luck to your character is redundant and does nothing. What's up, AGWLMAVG? How are you? I need to figure out where to purchase the Ice 3 spell for my Red Wizard. You have a meeting coming up? Darlos 9D. Just bring me into the meeting and I'll say all of the business things for you. I'll use all sorts of buzzwords. Where am I going? I'm actually not sure what town sells the Ice 3 spell. This is Gaia. Oh, by the way, that other town that I was like, what is the name of this town? I think it's called Onrak, and I learned that from a guide. I don't know if it ever says it anywhere in the game. But yeah, this town right here, that's called Onrak. So let's visit it. I don't think this is where I buy Ice 3, but I feel like visiting it anyway, okay? Nuke! No reason to hold back against these saber tees. And I probably don't even need to buy the Ice 3 spell for Ham, but like, you know, I have 1,000,000 gold that I'm not going to use on anything else otherwise, so like, why not? Nice job making that acronym on the fly. Oh, thank you. I've had some experience with it. NPC Gryan. I'm about to do some grinding on this stream. That was an amazing joke. You should click the like button and, like, tell your mom to subscribe. I got 1,000 more ducats. So, yes, this is the town of Onrak. Does anyone mention the name of the town? Also, so much earlier, a couple streams ago, when we went to the mermaid village, they told us about their friend Daryl, who tried to visit the human world. Whatever happened to her? I don't know. Maybe she grew legs and became a human. Apparently the name Daryl is a reference to some Tom Hanks movie that I have never seen. But yeah, somebody on TikTok mentioned that. Anyway, I have 747,000 gold, so... or gil, as they say. So, like, might as well waste it on a spell that may or may not work. Who will learn the spell? I'm not sure if Ham can learn any level 7 magic besides... Ice 3. Well, apparently I'm wrong. Because he can learn a rub, which is great for barbecue. It stands for anti-rub, and it basically makes you immune to, like, instant death spells when you cast it on somebody. What am I doing? Oh, I thought I was going to the inn, but never mind. Never seen that movie either. Yeah, I already forgot the name of the movie, but... Have you ever considered streaming on Twitch? Do you think you'll just stick to YouTube? I have streamed on Twitch before. It's been a long time. But I don't know, like, I have like 10 followers on Twitch, right? And so whenever I stream on Twitch, I miss you guys. Because, you know, I don't have nearly as many followers on Twitch as I do on YouTube. So I'll probably just stick to YouTube. Who knows? I know, I will use Bane Sword. But yeah, for some reason I was under the impression that the Red Wizard could only learn one level 7 magic, and it was Ice 3. What's your Twitch name? Pretty sure it's still KarmaJolt. It's the same name on Twitch. But again, like, I think a while back I tried streaming on Twitch just to see how it would go, and I started streaming Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes, which is a ROM hack that's, like, you know, pretty good. But then I just stopped. I just stopped doing it. This is a pretty good live stream. That's all I do, CJ. Oh wait, no, and the shorts. I also do those. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. But you're right, this is pretty good. Now that you're here. Okay. What can I buy here? Ham, can you learn Ice 3? Yeah, hell yeah. Ham, can you learn Brack? Sure. Alright, I'm filling up that magic list. Maybe I should learn some level 6 or 8 spells, who knows. Pretty good shorts. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, Ham can't learn Cure 4 or Harm 4. But he learned A-Rub and Ice 3. Like, maybe I could learn some level 8 magic for my Black Wizard, is what I was about to say. But I'm not sure if any of those spells are any good besides Nuke. Like, Nuke is far and away the best spell in the game. So if you're gonna use a level 8 charge to cast a magic, might as well use Nuke. Fade is dope. Wall is dope. Xfer is broken and doesn't work unless an enemy casts it on you. Yeah, I don't think Ham can learn any level 8 magic. But Ham can. Ham can learn Stop, as a matter of fact. And why don't I learn Zap with an exclamation... It's the only spell with an exclamation point, so I gotta learn it. I love ROM hacks. Yeah, you know, I was just thinking, like, why haven't I played a ROM hack of Final Fantasy before? Like, I imagine a hacked version of this game where they just fix all of the things that are broken would be a completely different experience, and it would be very cool. Anyway, like, what else can I learn? Sure, let's fill up this guy's spell list just so I feel like I've accomplished something. Okay, let's go learn some level 6 spells. There's gotta be a hack for that. Yeah, no, there has to be, doesn't there? It's very likely. What's up, Death Bun? How are you? I abbreviated your name, I hope you don't mind. Okay. Kinda like the Friday the 13th improvement hack. Ooh, that sounds familiar. What was that again? CJ? By the way, thanks to everybody who showed up yesterday for my FF stream and my pizza unboxing. Okay. Let's learn Stun. I actually think Stun can be used. It's like a decent spell. And let's learn Cake. I love that they spelled Quake without a U. And let's go learn a level 5 magic, just so I can say that they're maxed out on spells. Basically fixed a bunch of the jank. I'm not really familiar with the game, so I don't remember what the jank is. Okay, I'm also not too familiar with horror movies, so is Friday the 13th the one with Jason? Or am I thinking of Freddy? No, that would be Nightmare on Elm Street, right? That's the one with Freddy Cougar. Okay, so I want Bane or Slow 2? I think Slow 2... Oh no, wait, Slow 2 is fine. Let's learn this. Hey, look at that. Filled out the magic list. This guy learned as much as he can. That guy's magic list is filled out, and so is Tank's. Well, I feel as though I've accomplished something. Yes, Jason is FF13. I'm sorry, Friday the 13th. He's also in Mortal Kombat, is he not? I'm back, says AGWLMAVG. Good. Now we can get started with grinding and stuff. There's a bunch of, like, real bad translations that make the game hard to play if you try to go by what you read and things like that. Oh, man. The NES had so much of that. Like, games where, like, you'll talk to an NPC and they'll give you some sort of hint that, like, is absolutely unintelligible and there's no way to interpret it. So it's just not helpful. Castlevania 2 was full of that. You made me smile when you said Death Bun. It's cute, but still intimidating. 4X Frost D. Well, Frost D the snowman is about to melt. I thought I had something going there, and then it turns out I didn't, so. Let's punch some dragons. I love that the katana is just this tiny little butter knife. Still very powerful, though. Tiny cat. I hear him meowling. I've actually been working on a mod/ROM hack of my own LM. Although I'm a beginner and recently haven't found the time to work on it. What does LM mean? I'm not familiar with the jargon. But that sounds cool. Tiny cat? Yeah, he's around here somewhere. Let's use Brack. Actually, that's only a single target. Let's use Quake. I'm sorry, Cake. Let's see what it does. I think it has a chance to instant kill every enemy, which is like not useful here because, you know, Ham and Tank will instantly kill an enemy. Ineffective. But it's like the only Earth-type spell in the game, I think. Little Nemo, the Dream Master. LM equals Luigi's Mansion, not an RPG. I love Luigi's Mansion. Ham leveled up. Agi, Int, Vit, Luck. Yeah, so yesterday my friend named Anthony Curley told me that this was like one of the best places to grind in the game. And seems like he was right. Back in the early 90s, I was obsessed with the abbreviations they used in this. Like cake instead of quake, and fur 2 instead of fire 2, and lit instead of lightning. Bah. Yeah, those guys, I keep saying it, but they give a lot of experience. What time is it for you right now? A lot of people ask me that. It is almost 3:40 p.m. Zombie D. I will use fire 2 and fire 3 and the light axe and fire 3. Yep, and lit and A-rub. And that light axe didn't do all that much damage. Kaboom and stuff, what's going on? And a fire stream. That's true. A guy who likes music and video games, I think we're in the same time zone. There's actually a Fur 3 stream. You're too kind. You're too kind. Stop it. No, I'm flattered. Alright, let's do some random spells. Like Zap. Whoa. Zap is like a spherical ball. And it did nothing. Man, a lot of the spells in this game are just so severely underpowered or completely broken and they don't work at all. I will use lit too. Hello, internet people, says Johnny Flaps. Is anyone playing the new Monster Hunter? It's pretty gosh darn good. I love that you said gosh darn good. I have never played a Monster Hunter game. Karma, what time is it for you? Man, it's, update. It's actually 3:40 p.m. now. It's amazing how many people want to know what time zone I'm in. Whoa, Zap is cool. I've never seen that animation before. Yeah, it looks cool, but it did nothing. What's up, Whooper Gamer? Oh my gosh. I love the Mud Boys in Pokemon, by the way. Swampert? Busted. Absolutely busted in Pokemon Go. Whiscash? Underrated. Who would have guessed a minute has passed? Yes, especially in the Temple of the Fiends, where we step back 2,000 years into the past. The story explains that when you step through this portal, you're actually going to the Temple of the Fiends 2,000 years in the past. So when I cast the exit spell to leave this dungeon, which by the way is one of the only ways to leave the dungeon, not only am I exiting the dungeon, but I'm also going back 2,000 years into the present. So, that seems like a pretty powerful spell for a level 6 magic. Thought I'd pop in and say hi, says Yusuke H. Well, thank you so much. I thought I'd say hi right back to you. Yes, and when you do that, a minute passes, CJ. Correct, yes. I've only played a little bit of Monster Hunter, says Kaboom and stuff. Monster Hunter World was fun. I don't know why I didn't play it much. There are a lot of games where I started playing them, and I got into, like, Final Fantasy IX is a great example. I got into that game, it was great, I played it for like 3 whole hours, and then for some reason I stopped playing it. Do you like anime, asks XTCL. Yeah, like in theory, but I just don't watch that much of it. I don't watch TV on my own, like, at all. I really only watch shows when I'm with Molly M. And she has an aversion to animated stuff, so we rarely watch anything like anime or cartoons. We did watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, though, with Jack, who loved it. He's going to be 6 soon, so I was excited to show it to him, and she was like, ugh, fine, we'll watch the stupid cartoon. And then she got into it. So, nice. How is Molly M? Good, as far as I know. Yes, whole emoji. I love that you guys spam the whole emoji when Molly shows up or her name is mentioned. That's cute. That makes me feel good. I like how you are both the heroes of the past and present. Yeah, Kaboom stuff, it's like kind of awkwardly explained, but I guess we'll see it on the ending. Love Avatar, not an anime though. Yeah, it's not really an American anime. Didn't really like Korra IMO. I felt the same way. I thought it was a good show, but like, one of the reasons I loved Avatar: The Last Airbender was because it was funny, and like, they just didn't have the sense of humor. They didn't have the same sense of humor in The Legend of Korra. I'm a teller. Doing quick stream. Alright, maybe she'll show up. I grew up on Avatar and Korra. Yeah, I haven't watched too many animes. The ones that I did watch, though, I really liked. And those were Samurai Champloo, Outlaw Star, which I watched a long time ago, and I barely remember anything about it, except that I was really into it. What else? I watched a hot bit of Yu Yu Hakusho. That was a fun show. And I loved Boba Bo. Don't have Molly watch the live-action Avatar. No. I don't think I could watch that. I've heard so many awful things about it. Oh yeah, and Dragon Ball Z, of course. What's up, Flaming? Yeah, but it's not only the humor. I just find it not as good in many ways. Really didn't do the show justice. I always forget Pokemon as an anime. Oh yeah, that's true. I watched a lot of Pokemon. Gotta be honest, I hate anime. Why is that? I don't blame you, I'm not judging you. A lot of people can't get into it. Live-action Avatar was my introduction to the franchise. Well, it only gets better from there. Alright, let's try to hit these guys with another spell that won't work, like... Stop. Ineffective, ineffective. Time stopped, paralyzed. Hell yeah. That's good! Now I finally have a paralyzed spell. I don't know if that spell is, like, good or worth using ever. Love cartoons, can't deal with anime. How about Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, my last GF tried to get me into it a little bit, because, like, it was on Netflix, and she was like, oh my god, I used to watch this show when I was younger. Will you watch some of it with me? So I watched some of that. Oh, and Naruto. She showed me a little bit of Naruto as well. And Naruto was, like, legitimately good, and I loved the soundtrack to that show. But Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, for a kid's show, like, alright. It was alright. Slime, let's ice him. and then fire them, and then also ice them, and then lit to them. Just to see what element does best. Okay, ice, not a good choice. Naruto soundtrack is good, says Flaming. First 30 episodes are great. I don't remember how far I got into it. Fire seems a lot better than ice in this situation, which I guess makes sense. Because if you cast ice on slime, it will just solidify, will it not? The rest of the show gets worse and worse the more you watch. Yeah, a lot of shows are like that, though, so... For example, a lot of my friends loved Battlestar Galactica, and they said they could not watch the final season. And I watched the whole show. I loved the final season because it got super weird and, like, didn't quite make all that much sense. But the one character that I liked, Gaius Baltar, that guy just got super crazy. Like, he became this, like, religious cult figure that everyone worshipped, and he just kind of rolled with it because... You know, he's a piece of shit who only cares about himself. And he loved the attention. Anyway, talking about Battlestar Galactica, which is a fantastic show. But, yeah, I can absolutely see why a lot of people didn't like the final season. I will use the white shirt and the mage staff. Yeah, wow, it's weird that fire just doesn't seem to do a whole lot to the Frost Giants. Hey, Pump Master with the $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I gotta say, my man, I went back to look at all of my recent donations, and you snuck one in there. I was like, wait, Pump Master donated a couple dollars, and I, like, never noticed it? So, I added your name to the list. Maybe a little bit late, but I added it. So, thank you so much for this donation and the previous one that I may or may not have mentioned at the time. Matter of fact, I can show you that I added your name to the list for your previous donation. So, thank you so much. Honestly, I feel like my Patreon patrons and donations page, like, it's appropriate to have this music over it. Because it's like, yay, thank you, everyone, for donating. But yeah, thanks again. Level up for tank, 520 points. Yo, Pump Master? With nearly 20 whole dollars? This guy is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm flattered. You guys. Pump Master, you're so generous. Oh no, says Flaming. Wait, why? Anyway, Ham leveled up. That seemed like a good one. Dang, bro is correct. Dang, bro. And I love these little stickers with this guy. It's like a pear doing a dance. Pump Master is a legend. Pump Master flex on him. Hey, here's a bunch of zombies. Let's cast fire. Wait. What does Lime have for items? Oh, he's got the Zeus Gauntlet and the Heal Staff and the Defense Sword. I mean, he also has all this other shit, but those are the things that have a use when you use them in battle. He's gonna donate his whole NM bank account by the end of the stream. Don't go broke, but, you know, thank you for your generosity. I will use Light Axe. And the Mage... You know what? Let's use Quake and see what happens. I'm sorry, Cake. The Quake Matrix. Reminds me of Dumb Ways to Die. That sounds vaguely familiar too. Hey, I'm all about retro gaming. I watch the shorts all the time. Well, thank you so much, Pump Master. Cake was ineffective. Molly M, what's going on? You started working on my t-shirts today. Well, thank you so much. I'll tell you what, Molly Am, my friend Pump Master has donated almost $23. Like, just now. It was very generous. But yeah, I mentioned you earlier, and everyone spammed the whole emoji in chat. I didn't even tell him to do that. Let's do like this. Chocolate Quake. Correct, CJ. I was gonna send a really long message about my opinion on anime, but I don't want to spam. I also can't send a long message anyway, so I'll just say this. I agree with CJ mostly. I mean, feel free to leave your opinion. Good math, CJ. I see you there. I think there should be a shirt with a whole emoji. You'd have a whole lot of people ordering that shirt. IDK with the whole means what I want to join in too. Kaboom stuff? It's just Molly M's favorite emoji. I don't think there's any meaning behind it. Except that we like it a whole lot. That was like the same joke that I made a second ago. Opinion time, anime is beautiful. There's a bunch of them that I like. I mean, you're not wrong. Heal! I don't know if the Masamune does anything in battle. Pump Master with another donation. Oh my goodness. Retro rocks. I worked for Bally's Aladdin's Castle in the 1980s. That sounds like a dope arcade. Like Bally as in Bally Midway. And they made all those arcade games that I liked. For example, probably they made Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. But hey, thank you so much. This guy is dominating right now. Just put the hole in the front and KarmaJolt's logo in the back. Make it like medium blue. CJ? I'd wear that. Tell me, okay, if you don't mind, tell me about Bally's Aladdin's Castle in the 1980s. And why did so many franchises back then have two possessive names? Like Ruth's Chris's Steakhouse? Or was it Ruth Chris's Steakhouse? Or was it Ruth's Chris Steakhouse? That name always confused me. Fire. Fire 3. Light axe. Mage staff. OMG, CJ, the first shirt I'm working on is a medium blue, which looks very nice with the KJ logo. You know what they say, great minds think a lot. Chris Ruth's Steakhouse. Yeah, it's got like, they have like wooden steaks, and it's like a vampire slaying emporium store thing. Bally Midway, yeah. And they also made like pinball machines and stuff, did they not? Ham leveled up. Strength, luck. Alright, I'm gonna exit out of here so I'm not pushing my luck. Because, like, you know, if Ham dies... Well, I guess if both of my hams die somehow, then there's no way for me to exit the dungeon, and then I can't save my progress, you know? If we played TKO, we could make merch ideas. You're right, Flaming. I think I have that one, too, do I not? Can we see a glimpse of those glorious eyes behind those amazing sunglasses? I think I remember seeing it in a short, but it's been a while. NPC Brian, only because I like you, I'm gonna honor this request this time. These are like the exact same sunglasses. Oh no, these are yellow and this one was like greenish. Okay, they're different. They're slightly different. Whoops. TKO is the second best Jackbox game of all time. By far? I didn't know it was possible to be second best by far. No, I guess that makes sense. Karma, I think I figured out the joke for the face reveal. Hashtag shorts. Alright, lay it on me. Pump Master, thank you so much. Again, I'm really blown away. Careful, Karma is like the Medusa. Look directly into his eyes and you'll be paralyzed. Yeah, you won't be able to climb up any stairs. So, that's not terrible, I mean. Amazing, 9.8 out of 4. It has a little something for everyone. That sounds like a video game donkey review. That makes me feel like a video game donkey review. What's up, Christopher? Hey, boss, he says. What's up with you? Yeah, Quiplash is like definitely my favorite. I'm still not bored of it, even though like I see the same questions over and over. But there's probably gonna be a new one soon, right? Or maybe there was a new one. There is a Quiplash 2. Yeah, there's probably... Okay, so I liked Quiplash, and then like Quiplash 2 and maybe 3, if there's a third one, I didn't like it as much because they did this dumb thing where it's like, oh, okay, for round 3, we're gonna give you an acronym and you tell us what the acronym means. And it's like, those are so hard to make funny, you know? Or the ones where it's like, here's a single panel comic. You know, enter in some dialogue for the blank line in this comic to make it funny, and it's like, those just aren't as good as the regular questions. That's my opinion on Quiplash 2. The one we play is Quiplash XL. It's the exact same game with different prompts. Are you sure it's the exact same game, Kaboom and stuff? Because me and Molly M really thought that the Quiplash ones where you have to make words for an acronym, those just like weren't that good. Oh right, I didn't like that one either, so let's get with my stuff. Yeah, I know! I thought XL was Quiplash 2, lol. Yeah, I don't know how the chronology goes. I don't know what the Quiplash timeline is, or where that one fits. It's actually the first Strand-type eyes. Oh my gosh, NPC crying. But actually, Eeyore. Map 2! This was to be the only installment of the Final Fantasy series, hence its name. Oh, I thought that was neat. Yeah, that's how the legend goes. Is that, like, this was Squaresoft's Hail Mary, right? Like, they were losing money, and they're like, okay, well, let's make one more game. And, you know... if it tanks, the company goes under. So, this will be our Final Fantasy, and if this game does well, then we can keep the company alive. And that was basically the legend of Final Fantasy. Is that they thought this was going to be their final game, you know? But, as you may or may not know, the series did pretty well generally, and then there was like, you know, 25 more Final Fantasy related games. Quiplash deep lore. It just isn't as nearly as funny as the other games like the Rap Battle one. Oh my gosh, yeah, I love Mad vs. City. That game's fun. Alright, I want to get one of these spells to work, so let's try Quake again. Yeah, these guys might even be immune to Quake. So who knows? Just reading my chat in my brain. Not out loud right now. Don't mind me. I will use the heal helmet. I didn't realize Lime took a couple hits somewhere. I googled XL. XL is Quiplash 1 with extra prompts. Also, Quiplash 3 got rid of the Quiplash where everyone responds, but instead, as you respond to 3 questions, you pick the best of 3 prompts. Wait. Okay, I guess I haven't seen Quiplash 3 then. Because that does not sound familiar. Maybe I'll buy that. Because we love Quiplash. Alright, so like what level am I? 28? Wait. Lime has the most experience out of everybody? I figured he would not because he dies often. Well, good for him. Look at that fat 28 absorb on Tank Master. Ooh, and one more level up, this guy will be able to do an extra hit. I see what you're saying, Kaboom. Round 3 is like round 1 and 2, but instead of 2 people answering a question, it's 3, which isn't as fun, TBH. Still want to try it. I always love to play Black Mage in Super Smash Flash. I remember hearing about that a while back. I was thinking Jackbox 7 was Quiplash 2. No, I have Jackbox 2 and 5, and I think one of those has the Quiplash that we don't like. Maybe it was... Jackbox 7 had Quiplash 3. Dang, they're up to 7, huh? Or more, maybe? Terminated. I'm just grinding some levels out. Probably gonna play for like another 15-20 minutes, then get ready to go. Because I got a couple things that I want to do before I head out today. Again, I have to be somewhere at 5:30, but I also have like other things that I want to do before that. Such as get to level 30, maybe. Slimes. Okay, let's use Fire 2. Fire 2. Black t-shirt. And... Quake! Get him, Ham. What's up, Matthew S? I also really like Drawful. Yeah, Kaboom and stuff. Drawful's growing on me. That was fun last night. I still have some pizza left over, by the way. Not that you need to know that, but I'm reminding myself. Get him, Quake. Does that spell just like never ever work? They don't. They so rarely work, and that's why like there's, you know, a lot of the spells, especially the high-level spells in this game, are just absolutely not worth getting. But at the same time, you get so much gold at the end of the game that, like, you know, buying a spell you're never going to use doesn't really affect you that much, you know? Doesn't really set you back in any way. That professional and efficient menu navigating, though. Yeah, I've played this game a lot. for 3. Share pizza with Pump Master since they're such a great guy. Yeah, I mean, I would buy you a pizza, my man. Got 'em. Take that, zombie dragons. Those are just some undead-ass dragons. They don't give much experience, do they? Which is why I'm fighting them. Alright, let's try Zap again. Actually, come to think of it, they might be immune to Zap because I think undead enemies... Never mind! He was exiled to another dimension? Is that what it said? It's like that Beastie Boys song. Look at that! Zap got one of them. I mean, it does have an exclamation point in the name. Take that, Zombie D. I'm gonna plagiarize your fan base because they're awesome. You know what? That's true. So close to a level up for my ninja. Okay, slimes. Lime versus slime. Who will win? Probably Lime. That guy's pretty powerful. Alright, Quake, now's your chance. I was watching an FF6 stream earlier today, and Ryukar was bitching about how broken it is. I don't know who that is. I haven't watched Ryu in a while, mainly because I've lost interest in SMM. Super Mario Maker, is that what that is? Super Mario RPG. Did Quake not get any of them? Jack just ran into the room yelling, "Mommy Graham is streaming!" Hello, Jack. CJ, you behave. Ninja sounds cringe is what you're trying to say. Fire God Bryson, what's going on? Everyone is promoted now. That's true. Oh, Tank got poisoned? Dumb. That's stupid and I hate it. Brian Bates, what's going on? Gotta warn you, I'm probably only gonna stream for 10-15 more minutes. I wanted this one to be short. Agi up, luck up for Lime. That's not very good, but Lime now has 96 hit percentage, which I believe means that he can hit up to 4 times in combat now with a single attack. With a single unbuffed attack. Ninja is cringe. YouTube recommended Ryukar to me because I watch you so much, I guess. Is that person similar to me? Maybe I'll check him out. Alright, take it easy, Kaboom. Why does Ninja look like a football player? Yo, that's what my friend Sean R said about the Ninja. So if you see Sean R in the chat, be like, yo, I agree that the Ninja looks like a football player. Let's nuke these fools. Are you trying to get to a certain level before Chaos? Oh well, I thought I'd at least make myself powerful enough that I stand a chance against War Mech. Or that it, you know, I wouldn't, I thought I'd level up, I guess, is what I'm saying. But also, like, I just kind of wanted to play today, and I didn't have, like, a ton of time. So I was like, look, I'll just log in and do some grinding. Let's exit. So yeah, I'll play for a couple more minutes. Karma, what is your 21st favorite game? Let me think about that one. My 21st favorite game is probably Bomberman for the Super Nintendo. Simply because, like, simply because at one point I found the 5-player adapter for the Super Nintendo at, like, some random pawn shop in Brooklyn. And so when I brought that home, one of my friends was like, yo, we should play Bomberman multiplayer. And we got super into it. I mean, it got pretty intense. We had a lot of fun with multiplayer Bomberman. Love your channel, but I have to leave to pick my daughter up at school. For some reason, I'm not being notified when you go live, and I have everything set for it. Humpmaster? Yeah, YouTube is a little weird about that for some reason, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donations, and really appreciate you showing up. Puss in Boots for the NES. Yo, I remember renting that game from Blockbuster and getting whooped by it. The game over music in that game is rad, though. Yo, Ham got 1 stat for his level up. That's butts. But gained some spell charges, as you can see. Now I have 7 level 4 charges and 5 level 7 charges. Alright, I'm gonna try to get to 1 more level up before I log off. My favorite NES game is Super Mario Bros. 3. That game never gets old. That game is just, like, always fun to play. So, yeah, I can for sure agree with that one. Let's try Ice 3. Haven't seen the original Final Fantasy in years. Yo, SNES! I saw your channel recently. You know, because Mega Harv was playing a lot of Mother 2 Deluxe, and so I guess YouTube was like, here's a recommended channel for you. Oh, it's another guy who's playing Mother 2 Deluxe. So, I'll watch you a little bit. Hit the sub button. Glad you could make it here, though. But yeah, this game is one of my favorites. If this isn't my favorite NES game, then I gotta go with Dragon Warrior 3. Because that game is a ton of fun. And it is very customizable. If you're not familiar with Dragon Warrior 3, you should check it out. Basically, it's another game where you get to choose your party members, basically at the very beginning of the game. I keep saying basically, you're welcome. But yeah, like Final Fantasy, you get to choose your party composition, which makes it so that it can be different every time you play it. And the class change system in that game is awesome, because, you know, for example, you can do something like you start with a cleric, you learn all the spells, you get to like level 50 with him or something, then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna change this guy into a soldier, so now I have like a really powerful warrior who has healing and he's essentially a paladin. And you can just customize your character so well in that game. Thanks, man, returning the favor. Hey, appreciate it. I first played it on GBA. Talk about Mario 3. You should check out my stuff, dude. A guy who likes music and video games. I did check out one of the songs that you made that I thought was pretty cool. Kidimus Prime, what's going on? Dragon Warrior 3, another favorite of mine as well. I want to play it more. Dragon Warrior 3 was my first Let's Play, and I made a series of this game. It was called Let's Freakin' Play Dragon Warrior 3. And my long-term subscribers swear it's like still funny, but I also, you know, it was from like 2009, so I say some things and make some jokes in that old playthrough that, like, I definitely shouldn't have said, and I have since learned that those are things that I shouldn't say. So, like, some of the humor is, like, edgy and offensive and cringy, but for the most part, if you can get over the fact that I was not very PC back then, and if you can accept the fact that I have since grown as a human being, then, like, okay, go ahead and watch my old Dragon Warrior 3 playthrough. With a grain of salt, as they say. Little Samson, says Christopher. I actually have a copy of that. And it's not like an actual copy, so it's not, you know, like, valuable. It's a fake, but, you know, it still plays the game, and it's great. My friend Sean R got it for me. It's actually a fun game. You said the R word, didn't you? Oh yes, I did back then. And a lot worse, actually. So, I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry, you cannot use that spell here. I can't just, like, take a nap and cast spell on my dudes. I'm sorry, sleep spell on my dudes. I'm getting tongue-tied a little bit here. I listened to your Let's Freaking Play Dragon Warrior 3. I did like Still with the Cringe. Okay, Brian Bates. Appreciate it. Thank you for forgiving me. We all used to do that before we learned better. CJ, some of us still haven't learned, though, is a problem, you know? But yeah, back then... Sorry I missed the pizza unboxing, says Joseph. Ah, that's no problem. I was gonna do a Let's Play on that soon. I'm gonna play the SNES version of DQ3. Animations were way ahead of its time. Yeah, that version is actually dope. But, like, I don't know. I have so much nostalgia for the NES one. Black Belt Barber, what's going on? All I'm doing is grinding this stream. And I, like, went out and bought some spells, but that's about it. And yeah, I was gonna play, well... I said I was gonna log off in 20 minutes, like 20 minutes ago. Heal! Going to have to check out the DW3 playthrough of yours. SNES? Thank you. But yeah, please understand that I am not that same person. Other than that, though, like, I go back and listen to that, and, like, the writing is funny, and, like, I made good jokes when I wasn't being cringy, and so, you know, that's why a lot of my subscribers are like, oh yeah, it's still worth watching. Just one more level. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna grind up to one more level. And then call it a stream. Because I need to exercise today, like... I've been sort of productive. I made a short video. I'm doing a stream. That counts as productivity to somebody like me. I also cleaned, like, a little. I did some dishes. I cooked rather than, like, went to the corner store to get chicken nuggets or whatever. Or a slice of pizza. I know I have leftover pizza. At the time, you know, my mindset was like, oh, I have this meat in the fridge that I should cook before it goes bad. And then I started cooking it, and I was like, wait, I have leftover pizza. I forgot about that. Did you enjoy the chalky milk? I did. I still have, like, half of it in my fridge. What did you cook? Oh, I just made burgers. I made bacon cheeseburgers with a little bit of curry powder, which for some reason I love. Like, I'm obsessed with putting curry powder into everything now. I lift Nintendo GameCubes. Those are pretty heavy, if they got all the accessories on them. Like the Game Boy player. Drink some now. A guy who likes music and video games, you ask nicely, and maybe I'll consider it. Double bacon cheeseburger pizza pop. Yes, the 7th deadly Zen. Yeah, I put a little stick on him, and it was like a burger pop. Honestly, I would eat that. It's just a burger on a stick. It's just a burger, but with a handle. My brother's obsessed with putting MSG in everything. I never got that one. I never understood that. Please, sir, drink the chalky Milo. Sorry, milk. Alright, give me a second. Alright, I'm not sponsored, but I like the branding on this bottle. It's called Fairlife Yup, and it's got a cow with like a... Oh, I guess his hair has a cowlick. That's the joke. Drink it now, please. Please, boss. The chalky milk. Delicious and refreshing. Not sponsored. But this chocolate milk is just called Yup, which I love. Jim Era, leader of the Chimera crew. Pensive Scarlet, why was that funny? I might have spilled a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I went back 2,000 years to the era of Jim, or as they say, the Jim era. Is Ham still holding the Miyamoto? Yes, as a matter of fact. Yeah, and he's a total beast. I mean, this guy does a ton of damage. Maybe I'll fast him to see how much he can do next battle. What song did you listen to, KarmaJolt? I don't remember which one it was called, but you seem to you made like a really simple beat that sounded very good in my mind, in my ears. Seriously, what's a Jim era? It might be a Jime era. And also, I don't know. Okay, now watch this. Let's fast Ham. Fast Ham. And I will stop. I will also collaborate. Perhaps listen. Do you like foxes? Or foxen? Is that the plural? I guess. I mean, I don't really interact with them all that often. They're cute, but apparently they smell awful. And that's what I know about foxes. Alright, let's see what Ham can do. Buffed with Murasame. 8 hits, 916 damage. That's insane. Java, welcome to the stream. Taking 4 zombie Ds at once. Pensive Scarlet? That's what I do best. What? Alright, I need 8,000 more experience. You've been zombied. By the way, you know what's really disappointing about this game? Is when you get to the final boss, it plays this music. There's no special theme for the final boss, he just gets the regular battle music. I guess all bosses get the regular battle music. I feel like maybe they should've done a different one. They should've had a boss theme. Take that for Giant. Jotunheim enemies. What is Jotunheim? Oh, that's like the Norse mythology. Yeah, that's where like the frost giants are from, according to Norse mythology. Is that correct? And they're the only ones who survived the Fimbulvetter, which was like the Great Winter or something like that. I don't know. Take that, Chimera and Jimera. Kim era and Jim era. You made a minor mistake when spelling Pokemon. You put just a normal E instead of going through the trouble of putting a weird E there. Prepare to perish. What are we talking about right now? What's the grind for? To be strong enough for War Mech? I missed the beginning. Yeah, pretty much Lance S. But also, like, I figured I would do a short stream today. Like, I wanted to stream, but also I'm streaming, like, way earlier than I normally do, so I didn't expect people to show up. So basically my thought process was like, well, I want to stream, but nobody's gonna show up, so I'm just gonna do some regular grinding and hang out on YouTube for a little bit before I gotta go. So, yeah. Jack just designed you a t-shirt. I really wish you could send images in the chat. It's amazing. What's up, Sean R? We were just talking about you, because somebody mentioned in the chat that they thought the ninja looked like a football player. And I remember you saying that, you know, when we were in middle school. And I was also talking about that copy of Little Samson that you got me. Which is not a real copy, is it? I mean, that can't be. Those things are expensive, right? Michael Healy, what's going on? Dude, how'd your job interview go? Oh yeah, I was talking about this. It went well, and then they said they'd contact me next week, but I don't know, I'm still confident enough that I feel like I'm pretty likely to get the job. I don't know. It's a repro. Right, okay, that's the word I was trying to think of. Still, it's a great game. I played a bunch of it and had fun with it. I was like impressed with the way, just like the animations of the characters in that game. Talking about Little Samson on NES. Just like the way that characters turn when they move. I was like, that is such a fluid animation right there. No wonder this game is expensive. You also streamed twice yesterday, right? Impressive stamina. I know, Lance, it's because I had all of that pizza energy. Super fun game. Yeah, you know what we still gotta play though, Sean R? This guy in my chat, Sean R, he's a personal friend of mine. I've known him since 4th grade. And he is also very generous. He sends me just like NES games in the mail all the time. And he sent me this game called Tombs and Treasures, which looks like a fun game that like I'll actually have to like write down clues and like, you know, remember like clues that you find so that you can solve riddles later on in the game. It looks like one of those games, you know. Anyway, look at this. Lime leveled up, Vit 30. I mean, Vit up, Luck up, level 30. Sorry. My hit percentage is now 98. Oh yeah, and he can hit, last level he was able to hit multiple hits. He was able to hit 4 times with one attack, is what I was saying. So maybe... Let's see. Alright, let's get everyone to level 30. I kind of want to fast him and see how much damage he can deal with a buffed attack. The all-powerful donut. What's going on? Thank you, Sean, for making me not have to grind in Secret of Mana. Blat has helped me. Are you calling me Sean? Oh my gosh, Sean R. I do have a birthday coming up, you're right. Well, Gorsh, I'm flattered. What's up, Grant Draws? I'm letting everyone know that I'm probably only streaming for like 10 more minutes, but I do appreciate you showing up and dropping a like on this video and such. Man, my black belt hits so hard, though. Alright. Alright, let's see how much damage my ninja can do. Wait, Okay, I buffed my ninja with a fast spell. I just want to see how much damage he can do to a frost wolf. Stream on your B-Day. I probably will. No, but if Sean gives you the games, well, he made you have Secret of Mana, and therefore gave me the wonderful money glitch. 8 hits, 860 damage. Is that what I saw? That was a lot. Alright, between me and Jack, says Molly M, we have 2 t-shirts designed. T-shirt making party this weekend? Yo, that sounds dope. Donut. Secret of Mana is actually one of the few games that I got for myself. I got it off of eBay, and it was cheap because the label was torn, you know, like the sticker on the front of the game was damaged. So they're like, we'll give it to you for like 10 bucks. And I was like, oh, okay. Sounds like a deal. I'll show up if I can, no matter how short the stream. I haven't given him Secret of Mana. If anything, Karma inspired me to get those games. Yeah, I play a lot of games. Let's try Brack. I'm a pre-order, Molly. T-shirt mommy. Then I'm just so smart then. That could be true. You're at least very powerful. I didn't know there's a money glitch in Secret of Mana, says Pensive Scarlet. Yeah, neither did I until a couple weeks ago. Broke into pieces! The Brack spell actually worked to instant kill one enemy. But yeah, a couple weeks ago I posted a video about how to get infinite money in Secret of Mana. And, you know, you can use it to get maximum money. But usually you don't need that much, so you end up getting a little less. But yeah, check out my short. Check out my short video. Alright, one more level and then we out. You can call me T-shirt Daddy or T-shirt Overlord or something. Yeah, the black glitch is what it's called because black. Is it called the black glitch? Nick P, what's going on? I love that game. It'd be a sweet stream. Yeah, I finished Secret of Mana a long time ago with just like a regular video series. And it's pretty good, you know, I recommend it. But I used to record it with my friend Safety Servbot back when I lived in Kansas City. So like the first, I don't know, like episode 2 through 10 is me and a co-commentator. And then after that I moved, so it's not as good. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just as good. I guess I can use a bunch of Cure 2s now. Yeah, because the glitched item is called Black. Battle of Olympus stream. Is that a good game, Nick P? Actually, wait, which one is that? Come to think of it, maybe I don't know. Maybe too much farming for olives. What? You get to farm olives in that game? I will definitely play it. Bop! Take that, giant. I have fists. If you like Zelda 2, it's just about the same thing. Okay, that is the game that I was thinking of then. Am I not at... Ugh. I might even have to do 2 more battles. Final Fantasy 3 stream. I love Final Fantasy 3. The NES one, you mean? I guess either way, I love it. Olive Farm Simulator 2015. Can you grow olives in Stardew Valley? It plays like Link a little. Yeah, okay, I've definitely seen that game before then. Olives are the currency. Of course it would be. Because as we all know, the gods loved martinis. Not margaritas. Olives do not go in margaritas. We learned this last night. By we, I mean some of us in the chat. Hold live. Alright, need one more level. I mean, one more battle to level up. We'll be fine, let's go. Thanks for hanging out while I'm just grinding Final Fantasy. Appreciate it, everybody. Slim? Nothing! Oh, all of that level spells is exhausted. That's fine. Fire 3! There's a lot of stuff that's weak to fire. I mean, I guess I am too, so I can't really blame all these enemies. I see you, Kidimus Prime. Pounded it. And recycled it. Thanks for the chalky milk, Molly M. Ham leveled up to level 30. Hey, look at that. Alright, everybody. It's time to get out of here. I'm gonna hop in my car, head back home, and save my game. Everything is weak to fire if you get it hot enough. That could be true, CJ. All of my gamer knowledge is in Mega Man X and Mario World because I beat Tubular as a kid. Yo, that level is hard. I didn't beat that one as a kid. Anyway, I'm ending the stream here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me grind a whole bunch of Final Fantasy. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. Special thanks to Pumpmaster for being so generous. Really appreciate it, my man. Have a good day now.